Good evening. I'm here to talk about gardening, as Sonia said. How many of you have killed a plant before? Welcome to the club. We all have. And those of you that didn't raise your hand, you either have never grown one or you're probably lying. I want to talk about gardening, but I really want to talk about education. As an educator, I know that learning occurs better outside. It occurs better when it is experiential and hands-on, and when people really care about what they're learning about. My name is Lacey Anderson, and as Sonia mentioned, I am graduating this summer with a PhD in Educational Foundations and Research with an emphasis on environmental education. I've been a teacher for the last 10 years and have worked in the Grow UND Learning Gardens. How many of you have seen the Learning Gardens? They're kind of by the nursing school. If you haven't, stop by. You can see lots of soil right now as nothing is growing yet, but the pollinator garden is coming to life. And I'm also a parent of 2 young kids that are in the local school system. When you think of traditional education, you'll note that kids spend a lot of time sitting at their desk. About 67% of their school day, they're sitting inside, and they spend roughly 6 to 7 hours a day in front of a screen and only about 30 minutes outside. Additionally, if you ask kids where their food comes from, or even adults, not just kids, they'll likely to tell you that it comes from a farm somewhere, and that's about all the ecological literacy or food literacy that we have. So as an educator, I'll tell you that the schools are the great place to start. Our kids go to them, they learn lots, and we have really invested teachers. But we also have teachers that are overwhelmed, overworked, and are continuously being asked to do more with less. Additionally, our school systems are not equal. Some schools have better access to resources while others do not. So I'll tell you, as I was talking to my customer discovery interviews, the people I interviewed, I was really impressed with the amount of passion that people have. There's the idea that we need to get our kids more invested, we need to be outside more, and we all love to be in the sunshine. When I talked to a local school principal, she said that she had just returned from the Twin Cities at one of their conferences, and there were a lot of sessions about experiential learning and nature-based learning, and she said, we know that it would benefit our students, it's a goal of ours within the next 5 years, but we don't know how. And she goes, and I'm not going to ask our teachers to take on one more task. So I'll tell you, the answer then is learning gardens. You can do the same curriculum, but outdoors. You can adapt your curriculum if you want to do more creative or innovative things, and you could attach it to state curriculum standards. Learning gardens are beautiful. They get people outdoors, hands-on or hands in the soil, and they're really beneficial not only to teach about the environment and about food, but they're great for socio-emotional learning. They're great for connection to nature and building the love for the earth, which we need as we think of the rising climate issues that we are facing. We need a generation that is better equipped to deal with them. But it also helps with things like healthy eating, which then has important health benefits as well. So Gather and Grow is a nonprofit educational consulting business, and we want to work with schools to help them reach their goals without burdening teachers or school programs, and by helping them just adapt what they're already doing, because our teachers do amazing things, and we just want to shift them outdoors. And so Gather and Grow then would help work from discovery of what they want to do and a needs assessment all the way through garden design and working with teachers, program coordinators, and students to really understand what they want to do and what they can do, and then show them what we can do outdoors. And what makes us really unique is that we have continual ongoing support. I want to work with them, be in the garden with them, be in the classroom with them, and really have that support past the creation of the learning garden. I've been doing this for several years now. I'm already working in the schools as a volunteer and providing these services for free, and I would love to continue to do that and bring my experience not only educationally, but also working in the Grow UND Learning Gardens and my teaching experience over the last 10 years. There are a lot of schools that would benefit from this. Within 35 miles, there are 65 schools, and when you incorporate things like daycares and other kind of alternative educational programs, there's a really big capacity to have long-term, sustainable, and meaningful change. So how do we get there? Funding is always needed, especially as a nonprofit. Grants, financial support, donations are needed, but really sort of things like sustainable use of products. If you have stuff in your garage that you're not using as you're thinking of cleaning it out, we would love to take it from you. Also, support, share our idea, spread the word, and partner with me. I would love to have you. Thank you.